My child, stop scrolling and pay attention to what I am about to reveal to you. There is a reason you have felt invisible for so long. There is an explanation for why opportunities seem to pass you by, while others less qualified stepped into positions you deserved. There is a purpose behind the years of being overlooked, undervalued, and forgotten by those who should have recognized what you carry. I kept you hidden, deliberately, intentionally, strategically, and I am about to tell you exactly why. You were not forgotten, you were protected. You were not rejected. You were preserved. You were not invisible to heaven, even when you felt invisible to everyone on earth. Every moment of hiddenness was preparation for a revelation that is about to shake everything around you. My beloved child, I know the pain that obscurity has caused you. I watched you work harder than everyone else, only to receive none of the recognition. I saw you pour your heart into projects that others took credit for without a second thought. I observed you sitting in rooms full of people while feeling completely alone, because no one truly saw you for who you are. The promotions that went to less qualified people, the opportunities that opened for others while doors remained sealed shut for you, the invitations that were extended to everyone except you, the feeling of being perpetually on the outside looking in at a world that seemed designed to exclude you. You questioned whether something was fundamentally wrong with you. You wondered if there was some invisible flaw that everyone could see except you. You asked me countless times why you remained stuck in the shadows while others basked in the spotlight. I heard every one of those questions. I felt every tear that fell in private frustration. I witnessed every moment when you almost gave up because the invisibility became too painful to bear. And through it all, I remained silent about my purpose, because speaking too soon would have ruined everything I was preparing. The silence was not abandonment. It was strategy. The hiddenness was not oversight. It was intention. What felt like neglect was actually the most focused attention heaven could provide. Let me take you deeper into what was actually happening during those years when you felt most invisible. When you were 7 years old, I assigned the first angel to begin the concealment process. This angel specialized in what heaven calls protective invisibility, the supernatural ability to make someone unnoticeable to forces that would destroy them if they could see them clearly. At that young age, the enemy had already identified you as a threat. He saw the calling on your life before you could recognize it yourself. He understood that if you were allowed to develop without interference, you would eventually become one of the most effective agents of change in your generation. His strategy was early elimination. He wanted to crush you before you could grow into what I designed you to become. He deployed spirits of rejection, abandonment, and failure to attach to your life and derail your development before it truly began. But my angel made you invisible to his most effective weapons. The attacks that should have destroyed you passed over you, because the enemy could not see where to aim. The trauma that should have broken you was deflected, because his arrows could not find their target. You survived things that others did not survive, because you were hidden from the full force of what was aimed at you. You thought you were just lucky. You thought you just happened to avoid the worst, but there was nothing accidental about your survival. You were deliberately concealed from destruction. When you turned 12, I assigned the second angel of concealment. This one specialized in identity protection, ensuring that your true nature remained hidden even from yourself until the proper time of revelation. Many people discover their gifts too early and misuse them before wisdom develops. Others have their potential exposed to jealous observers who then work to suppress it. You were protected from both dangers. The gifts I placed inside you remained dormant because premature activation would have attracted attention you could not handle. The calling on your life stayed hidden because early exposure would have created pressure that would have crushed you. You sometimes felt empty because the fullness was being held back until you were ready to steward it. This is why you often felt different, but could never explain how. You sensed something inside you but could not access it. You knew you were meant for more, but could not identify what. The frustration of that partial awareness was actually a sign that the concealment was working perfectly. When you reached 21, the third angel of concealment was assigned. This one managed what heaven calls opportunity filtration, the supernatural screening of chances that came your way to ensure only the right ones reached you. This explains why so many doors closed that seemed like they should have opened. This explains why you were passed over for positions that appeared perfect for you. This explains the countless near misses that left you wondering if the universe was conspiring against you. Every closed door was actually my protection. Every missed opportunity was my intervention. Every rejection was my redirection, away from paths that would have led you somewhere I never intended you to go. That job you desperately wanted 7 years ago would have placed you under leadership that systematically destroyed everyone beneath them. The boss who would have overseen you had a pattern of breaking promising people through manipulation and abuse. I saw their jealousy masked as mentorship. I recognized the toxicity hidden beneath professional smiles. I kept you from that position to save your soul. That relationship you tried so hard to establish with the influential person who could have accelerated your career was protection, not rejection. They appeared to be a gateway to greater things, but I saw what you could not see. They were connected to networks of corruption that would have entangled you completely. Their endorsement would have attached your name to scandals that surfaced 3 years later and destroyed everyone associated with them. That opportunity that passed you by would have launched you into a spotlight you were not yet equipped to handle. The attention would have exposed character weaknesses that still needed refining. The pressure would have revealed cracks in your foundation that had not yet been repaired. Fame before formation leads to destruction, and I loved you too much to let you be destroyed by premature elevation. My dear one, your hiddenness was never punishment. It was always protection. During your years in obscurity, I was doing deep work in your character that visibility would have interrupted. I was building foundations that needed to be laid in private before they could support public weight. I was developing roots that needed to grow deep in secret before the tree could stand tall in the open. Consider how diamonds are formed. Extreme pressure in complete darkness over extended periods of time. No one watches the process. No one applauds each stage of compression. The transformation happens in hidden places, unseen and unappreciated, until the diamond finally emerges and catches the light. You have been under divine pressure in hidden places. You have been compressed and refined in obscurity. And now you are about to emerge, and your brilliance will catch a light that causes everyone to take notice. Consider also how eagles are trained. The mother eagle does not push the eaglet into flight before its wings are strong enough to catch the wind. There is a season of remaining in the nest, being fed, growing stronger, developing capacity. The eaglet does not understand why it cannot fly yet. It only knows the frustration of watching its mother soar while it remains grounded. But the mother knows what the eaglet does not know. She knows that premature flight means certain death. She knows that patience now means power later. She keeps the eaglet hidden in the nest until the moment of release produces success rather than failure. I have been your eagle mother. I have kept you in the nest of obscurity while your wings developed. You have watched others soar and wondered why you remained grounded. But your time of confinement has produced strength that their early flight never developed in them. 12 angels have been assigned to your emergence from hiddenness into visibility. These are not the same angels who guarded you during your concealment. These are specialists in elevation, trained specifically for the task of lifting the hidden ones into their appointed places of influence. The first 3 angels are dismantling the barriers that have blocked your visibility until now. Every supernatural cloak that concealed you from opportunity is being removed. Every spiritual obstruction that kept you invisible is being cleared. The season of hiddenness is officially ending. These angels carry what heaven calls revelation fire. When they pass over a concealed person, they burn away the covering that has kept them hidden. The burning has already begun over your life. You may have felt spiritual heat recently that you could not explain. That was the revelation fire doing its work. The next 3 angels are preparing the platforms you are about to step onto. Positions that will soon have your name on them are being readied. Opportunities that will soon seek you out are being arranged. The spotlight that will soon find you is being focused. These angels have been visiting the places where you will soon stand. They have been speaking to the hearts of people who will soon invite you. They have been arranging circumstances that will soon open doors. The preparation is comprehensive because your emergence must be complete. Another 3 angels are working on the hearts of people who will soon discover you. Decision makers who need to recognize your value are being prepared to see you differently. Gatekeepers who have previously overlooked you are being positioned to open doors wide for your entry. Influencers who need to connect with you are being drawn toward your path. These people will not understand why they suddenly think of you. They will not comprehend why your name keeps coming to mind. They will not realize that angelic activity is directing their attention toward you. They will simply act on impulses they believe are their own, but are actually divinely orchestrated. The final 3 angels are surrounding you with protection during the vulnerable transition from hidden to revealed. Emerging from obscurity creates unique spiritual exposure. The enemy will attempt to strike during the transition. These angels ensure that the emergence happens safely. Transition is always the most dangerous time. The caterpillar is most vulnerable between the cocoon and flight. The seed is most exposed between the soil and the sunlight. You are entering your most vulnerable moment, and heaven has assigned maximum protection to ensure you survive it. My treasured one, let me show you the specific reasons I kept you hidden until this precise moment. First, your character needed completion that only obscurity could provide. Public success without private character leads to spectacular failure. I have watched countless people rise quickly only to fall devastatingly because their character could not sustain their platform. They skipped the hidden season, and it cost them everything. Your years of invisibility developed patience that instant recognition would have prevented. They cultivated humility that early fame would have poisoned. They produced dependence on me that visible success tends to erode. Every character quality that will sustain your coming elevation was forged in the furnace of obscurity. The patience you developed while waiting for recognition that never seemed to come has prepared you to handle success without being destroyed by it. The humility that was forced upon you through years of being overlooked has created a foundation that elevation will not corrupt. The intimacy with me that developed when no human seemed to notice you has established a connection that public attention will not be able to sever. You will not be destroyed by what I am about to give you because you were properly prepared in hiddenness first. Second, your timing needed to align with heaven's calendar, not earth's. You were ready years ago by human standards. Your skills were developed. Your knowledge was sufficient. Your desire was strong. By every natural measure, you should have been elevated long before now. But heaven operates on a different timeline. The people who needed to be in position to receive you were not yet in place. The circumstances that needed to align had not yet shifted. The cultural moment that your message would address had not yet arrived. If you had emerged earlier, you would have spoken to rooms that were not yet ready to hear you. You would have offered solutions to problems people did not yet recognize they had. Your brilliance would have been rejected as premature, and the rejection would have wounded you deeply. But now, the timing is perfect. The very things you carry are exactly what this moment demands. The message you have been developing in obscurity is precisely what people are desperately seeking. Your emergence is not just personal blessing, but divine appointment for a generation that needs what you possess. The world was not ready for you until now, and you were not ready for the world until now. The convergence is happening at this exact moment because this is when both conditions are finally met. Third, the enemy needed to be lulled into false confidence. He has been celebrating what he thought was your permanent defeat. He saw your years of invisibility as proof that his strategies had succeeded in sidelining you. He grew complacent in his attacks because he believed you were no longer a threat. This was exactly my intention. While he was focused elsewhere, I was completing your preparation. While he celebrated your apparent defeat, I was positioning your ultimate victory. While he grew comfortable in his assumption that you were finished, I was preparing your dramatic comeback. Your sudden emergence will catch him completely off guard. He will not have time to mount effective resistance because he was not expecting you to rise. The element of surprise is a strategic advantage I preserved for you through years of patient hiddenness. By the time he realizes what is happening, you will already be established in places he cannot reach. By the time he tries to stop you, you will have already accomplished what he feared. The years of concealment purchased an advantage that early visibility never could have provided. Now let me tell you what is about to happen in your life within 40 days. The first promise concerns sudden visibility that is already being released. People who never noticed you before will suddenly see you clearly. It will be as if a veil has been removed from their eyes. They will wonder how they overlooked you for so long. They will feel drawn to you without fully understanding why. Connections you tried to force for years will happen effortlessly in days. This is not you finally doing something right. This is heaven removing the concealment that was always temporary. The same hand that hid you is now revealing you, and no force on earth can stop what I am orchestrating. Within weeks, not years, you will find yourself in rooms you used to only dream about. Before this month ends, conversations will happen that change the trajectory of your entire life. The acceleration will feel almost disorienting after years of slow invisibility. Expect phone calls from numbers you do not recognize that turn out to be opportunities you never applied for. Expect emails that contain invitations you never requested. Expect encounters that seem coincidental, but are actually appointments orchestrated by heaven. Your visibility season has begun. Let me tell you about the specific types of visibility that are coming to you. Professional visibility is being released. People who make hiring decisions in your field are about to notice you. Your resume is about to land on the right desks at the right time. Conversations about positions are happening right now, and your name is being spoken in rooms you have never entered. The professional invisibility that limited your career is ending. Social visibility is being released. Your social circles are about to expand dramatically. You are about to meet people who will become lifelong connections. The isolation that marked your hidden season is giving way to community that will surround and support you. Friendships that will shape your future are forming now. Spiritual visibility is being released. Your gifts are about to be recognized by those who can provide platforms for their expression. Leaders who steward significant ministries are about to become aware of what you carry. The spiritual hiddenness that kept you serving in obscurity is ending. Public spiritual impact is approaching. Creative visibility is being released. Your ideas, your art, your unique perspective is about to find an audience that has been waiting for exactly what you produce. The creative expression that felt invisible is about to be seen and celebrated. People are going to respond to what you create in ways that confirm you were always supposed to create it. Financial visibility is being released. Those who fund kingdom assignments are about to see you. Investors, donors, and resource providers are being directed toward your path. The financial invisibility that limited your capacity is ending. Provision at a new level is approaching. All of these forms of visibility are converging right now. The comprehensive nature of what is happening will transform every dimension of your life. You were hidden in every area, and you are being revealed in every area. The second promise concerns recognition that validates your hidden years. The work you did in obscurity that no one acknowledged is about to be credited. The ideas you developed in isolation that others ignored are about to be sought after. The faithfulness you demonstrated when no one was watching is about to be rewarded publicly. People will ask about your journey, and you will be able to testify about the years of patient preparation. Your story of hiddenness, followed by sudden emergence, will inspire countless others who are currently where you used to be. The testimony itself becomes a platform. Do not be surprised when acknowledgement comes from unexpected sources. Do not be shocked when people who previously dismissed you suddenly treat you with respect. This is not hypocrisy on their part. This is revelation being released that allows them to see what was always there. Some who overlooked you will apologize. Some who dismissed you will seek your counsel. Some who rejected you will request your presence. Receive their recognition without bitterness and without gloating. Your response to their change of heart will determine whether the doors stay open or close again. The recognition will come in waves over the coming weeks and months. The first wave will be from those closest to you who begin to see the change. The second wave will be from professional contacts who notice your elevation. The third wave will be from strangers who encounter your work for the first time. Each wave will build on the previous one until recognition becomes your normal experience rather than the exception. Do not chase the recognition. It will find you. Do not force yourself into situations where you hope to be noticed. Let me bring the right people at the right time. The same hand that concealed you is now revealing you, and I know exactly who needs to see you and when they need to see you. The third promise concerns positioning that bypasses normal processes. You will not have to climb the ladder you watched others climb. The same God who hid you is now elevating you, and his elevation does not follow conventional paths. Promotions will come, without typical protocols. Opportunities will open without standard qualifications. Doors will swing wide without usual connections. This supernatural positioning will confuse those who measure progress by traditional metrics. They will not understand how you arrived so quickly at places that usually take decades to reach. Let them wonder. Your story is not about human striving, but divine timing. Where others had to network their way in, you will be invited. Where others had to prove themselves repeatedly, you will be trusted immediately. Where others had to earn every inch of progress, you will be granted access freely. This is not favoritism. This is the fruit of your hidden season finally manifesting. My faithful one, I have specific instructions for your emergence from hiddenness. But before I give you these instructions, let me speak to what your hidden season has produced in you that you may not fully recognize yet. The waiting developed patience that instant success never produces. When everything comes easily, patience never forms. When recognition arrives immediately, endurance never develops. Your years of hiddenness have created a capacity for sustained effort that will carry you through challenges visibility brings. You will not be a flash in the pan. You will not be a shooting star that burns bright and disappears. You will have longevity because you learned to persist when no one was watching. The obscurity developed humility that early fame corrupts. Consider how many promising people have been destroyed by premature visibility. They received attention before character was ready to steward it. Pride crept in. Entitlement developed. The platform that could have amplified their gift instead amplified their flaws. You have been spared this fate because your hidden season kept you dependent on me when success might have made you self-reliant. The invisibility developed intimacy with me that public demands often erode. When no human noticed you, you learned to find your validation in my opinion alone. When no crowd applauded, you discovered the sufficiency of my approval. This intimacy will be your anchor when visibility brings both flattery and criticism. You will not be swayed by either because your identity is rooted in something the public cannot touch. The concealment developed capacity that premature exposure would have overwhelmed. Think of a balloon being inflated slowly versus one being filled too quickly. Slow inflation creates expansion without rupture. Rapid inflation risks destruction. Your capacity has been expanding gradually through years of hidden growth. You can now hold what would have burst you if given too soon. The rejection developed resilience that acceptance never demands. Every closed door strengthened your resolve. Every missed opportunity toughened your spirit. Every time you were overlooked, something in you became more unshakable. The rejection that hurt you in the moment was building something in you that will prove invaluable when visibility brings new forms of opposition. Now let me give you the specific instructions. First, you must release all bitterness about the years you spent invisible. The resentment you feel toward those who overlooked you must be fully forgiven. The anger about lost time and missed opportunities must be surrendered. The frustration about watching less qualified people advance while you remained stuck must be released completely. This is not just about their sake. Bitterness from the hidden season will contaminate the visible season if you carry it forward. You cannot step into the light while dragging the darkness of unforgiveness behind you. Say this out loud right now. I forgive everyone who overlooked me during my hidden season. I release every person who should have recognized me but did not. I surrender all bitterness about the time that felt wasted. I choose to see those years as preparation, not punishment. I am free from the past and ready for the future. The bitterness leaving you right now is creating space for the blessings about to enter. The forgiveness you just released is unlocking doors that unforgiveness kept sealed. Your words have activated angelic movement on your behalf. Second, you must prepare practically for sudden visibility. Update everything that represents you publicly. Your resume, your online presence, your appearance, your environment. Not because you need these things to earn blessing, but because you need to be ready to steward what is coming. When opportunity suddenly appears, you do not want to be caught unprepared. When the door swings open, you want to be able to walk through immediately, rather than scrambling to get ready. Practical preparation is faith with feet. Clean your house as if important guests could arrive any moment. Organize your finances as if major increase is imminent. Prepare your mind as if significant responsibility is approaching. Live in readiness because what I am releasing requires immediate response. Third, you must guard your heart against the dangers that accompany visibility. The hiddenness that frustrated you also protected you. Once you emerge into visibility, certain protections are removed. Criticism will find you. Jealousy will target you. Expectations will pressure you. Develop now the spiritual practices that will sustain you under scrutiny. Establish now the inner circle that will speak truth when flattery surrounds you. Build now the foundation of identity that will not be shaken when public opinion shifts. You survived obscurity. Now you must learn to survive spotlight. Both require different skills, but both are survivable with my help. The one who kept you during the hidden years will keep you during the visible ones. The protection adapts, but never abandons. Fourth, you must steward visibility with wisdom rather than recklessness. Not everything that becomes visible should be displayed. Not every open door should be walked through. Not every opportunity should be accepted. Just because you can now be seen does not mean everything about you should be seen. Maintain mystery where appropriate. Preserve privacy where needed. Choose carefully what you share and with whom. Some will want to exploit your visibility for their benefit. Learn to recognize those who want to attach to you for what you provide rather than who you are. The same discernment you developed in hiddenness must now protect you in visibility. Fifth, you must remember your hidden season without being imprisoned by it. The years of obscurity taught you lessons that visibility must not erase. Carry the lessons forward without carrying the limitations. Remember the patience you learned without returning to unnecessary waiting. Remember the humility that formed without returning to self-deprecation. Remember the dependence on me without returning to isolation from others. Your hidden season is now testimony, not identity. You can speak about it without living in it. You can reference it without returning to it. It is part of your story, but it is not the end of your story. Sixth, you must prepare for visibility to increase rather than plateau. What is coming is not a one-time elevation followed by maintenance. It is the beginning of an upward trajectory that will continue throughout your lifetime. The visibility you experience in the first weeks will be less than what you experience in the first months, which will be less than what you experience in the first years. Pace yourself for sustained increase. Build systems that can scale. Develop rhythms that can handle growth. The platform is expanding, and you must expand with it. My beloved, let me speak to your identity as we approach the climax of this message. You are not an afterthought. You are a divine surprise. You were hidden not because you were unworthy of visibility, but because you are too valuable to risk premature exposure. The same God who hides treasures in darkness until the time is right to reveal them has been hiding you. You are not common. You are rare. And rare things require protection until the right moment of revelation. Your worth was never determined by who noticed you. Your value was never dependent on who acknowledged you. Your significance was never measured by your visibility. You were always exactly who I created you to be, even when no one on earth recognized it. Now, the world will see what heaven has always known. Now human eyes will perceive what divine eyes have always celebrated. Now visibility will reveal what hiddenness has been protecting. The tears forming in your eyes right now are the release of years of feeling unseen. Let them flow freely. Each tear washes away the residue of invisibility that has accumulated on your soul. You are being cleansed for emergence. The warmth spreading through your body is my presence confirming this word over you. The shift happening in your spirit is the season officially changing. What was true in the spiritual realm is about to manifest in the visible realm. Something is breaking over you right now. The chains of obscurity are falling off. The cloak of concealment is being removed. The veil that kept you hidden is being lifted. You can feel it happening even as you receive these words. Let me tell you about the people who are about to discover you and what their discovery will mean for your future. There is a decision maker in a position of significant influence who has been looking for someone exactly like you. They have searched for years without finding the right fit. They have interviewed candidates, reviewed resumes, and met with prospects, but something has always been missing. You are what has been missing. Within weeks, their search and your emergence will intersect. They will find you, and when they do, they will recognize immediately that you are the answer to what they have been seeking. There is a resource holder who has been preserving provision for someone who has not yet appeared. They have wealth that is meant to be deployed for kingdom purposes, but they have not yet encountered the right vehicle for that deployment. You are about to become visible to them. Your vision will ignite their generosity. Your assignment will align with their giving. What they have been holding will be released to you. There is an audience that has been gathering without knowing who they were gathering for. They have been drawn together by shared need, common pain, and mutual hunger. They do not yet know that you exist, but when you emerge, they will recognize your voice as the one they have been waiting to hear. Your message will resonate with their need. Your story will speak to their situation. Your emergence will feel like an answer to their prayers. There is a partner who has been prepared to walk beside you in your next season. This is not necessarily a romantic partner, though it may be. This is a kingdom partner. Someone whose strengths complement your weaknesses, whose resources multiply your impact, whose presence extends your reach. They have been developed in their own hidden season, and your emergence will coincide with theirs. Together you will accomplish what neither could achieve alone. There is a platform that has been constructed with a space reserved for you. The stage has been built. The microphone has been positioned. The audience has been assembled. But the seat of influence has remained empty, waiting for the right occupant. You are about to fill that seat. The platform will amplify your voice to people you could never reach on your own. All of these discoveries are converging right now. The hidden season kept you from all of them until the timing was perfect. Now the timing is perfect, and one by one they will find you. My cherished one, do you remember what I told you at the beginning of this message? I kept you hidden, deliberately, intentionally, strategically, and now I am revealing you with the same deliberate intention and strategic purpose. The season of concealment is ending tonight. The era of visibility is beginning. What was hidden is about to be revealed. Who you truly are is about to be recognized. Go in confidence, my child. Not confidence in your own abilities, but confidence in the one who hid you and is now revealing you. The same wisdom that knew when to conceal knows when to reveal. Go in expectation, my precious one. What is coming will exceed what you imagined during the dark years. The visibility will be greater than the invisibility was painful. The recognition will outweigh the rejection. Go in readiness, my beloved. The doors are opening now. The invitations are being prepared now. The positions are being vacated for you now. Be ready to step into what has been reserved for you. You were hidden for a purpose. You are being revealed for a purpose. Both the concealment and the emergence serve the same divine plan. Rise from hiddenness, my chosen one. Rise into the visibility that has been prepared. Rise and let the world finally see what heaven has always known about you. In this final moment, let me pray over you a prayer of emergence that will seal everything I have declared. I pray that every door that should open will open. I pray that every connection that should form will form. I pray that every opportunity that should arrive will arrive. I pray that every hindrance to your visibility will be removed. I pray that every person who needs to see you will see you clearly. I pray that every platform destined for you will receive you gladly. I pray that every provision required for your new season will flow abundantly. I pray protection over your emergence. I pray that the enemy's attempts to sabotage your visibility will fail. I pray that jealousy from others will not hinder what I am doing. I pray that your own insecurities will not hold you back from what I am releasing. I pray that the transition from hidden to revealed will be smooth and complete. I pray blessing over your influence. I pray that the people you impact will be transformed. I pray that your message will reach its intended audience. I pray that your story will inspire generations. I pray that your platform will be used for eternal purposes. I pray that your visibility will glorify me and bless others. This prayer is sealed in heaven. It will not return void. It will accomplish what I have spoken. The one who was hidden is about to be revealed. The one who was overlooked is about to be sought after. The one who was invisible is about to be unmistakable. Your emergence begins now. Mark this date. Remember this moment. Return to these words when doubt tries to tell you that the hidden season is not really over. The promise stands. The declaration is made. Heaven has spoken, and heaven does not retract its announcements. The person reading these words right now is not the same person who started reading them. Something has shifted. Something has changed. Something has begun that cannot be undone. Your hidden season produced treasure that visibility will now release. Your obscurity developed depth that influence will now display. Your waiting created capacity that opportunity will now fill. I always keep my promises. Always. Without exception. I have never failed to keep a promise. I have never started something I did not finish. I have never abandoned anyone who trusted me through a hidden season, and I am not about to start now. The promise over your life is sealed in heaven. The declaration over your future is recorded in eternity. What I have spoken cannot be retracted, cannot be reversed, cannot be undone. The hidden season is over. Your time has come. Now, step into the light. The world is waiting for what you carry. Your moment has arrived at last. Your destiny is calling you forward. Go and make me proud. I believe in you completely. I always have. I always will. The hidden season is over. Now walk in your visibility with boldness and confidence. Your time has come.